Guys, this is the biggest manga haul yet. And this isn't even all of it. Hey, how's it going, guys? Blue Tempest here, and welcome to my manga haul for the month of July 2021. Now, as you guys saw from that intro, this is easily the biggest haul video on my channel yet. I got a lot of amazing manga to show you guys, and I am super excited to get into this haul video. So to start things off, I did film a video of me unboxing a Right Stuf package early on in the month. So in just a second, we're gonna cut to that unboxing and then come back and show you guys everything else that I got in the month. I do also have a package that I received today that I am gonna be unboxing after the first Right Stuf package clip, so stay tuned for that as well. So we have a lot of manga to get through, so without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. Alright guys, so today is July 6th, and we have a pretty massive Right Stuf package to unbox. Alright, so the package is now open, and I did notice that Right Stuf actually packed this up even tighter than usual. So yeah, there definitely is a lot of manga in this box. So yeah, let's see what we have. Alright guys, so the first thing that I see in this box is something that's not even manga, but it is probably one of the items that I am most excited about, and that is Femme Fatale, the Shuzo Oshimi art book. This art book was put out by Dempa, and I am so excited to have this in my collection. If you guys have watched my other videos, then you guys know that I am a massive Shuzo Oshimi fan, so I knew I just had to have this in my collection. Alright guys, and next up we have something else also by Shuzo Oshimi, and that is Happiness Volume 6. If you guys have been following my other videos, then you guys know that I have been waiting for this specific volume of Happiness to come back in stock for months at this point. I have had the entire series just sitting on my shelf waiting for me to get this volume, because I do want to binge it all in one go, even though I have already read the first 2 volumes. But yeah, if you guys don't know about Happiness, it is a psychological thriller about vampires, and it's really good. I think it's probably one of the best introductions to Shuzo Oshimi, as it was my introduction to his works. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be binging Happiness this month, and I can't wait. Alright, and next up we have some more volumes of Monster. So if you guys have been following my other manga hauls, then you guys know that Monster is one of the usual suspects for my manga haul videos, as I've been slowly getting these as they keep coming back in stock on Right Stuf. I did order the entire series a few months ago when they had a big Viz Media sale. So yeah, this actually puts me at needing only one more volume to complete my Monster set. So I am super excited to finally have the entire set soon and be able to read this series, which is highly known to be one of the greatest manga series of all time by many people. And I don't know really much about it, but I do know that it is a mystery thriller, which is completely up my alley, so I can't wait to finally check out this series. Alright, and next up in this package, we have Volume 3 of Goodnight Pum Pum. This is yet something else that I had ordered the entire series of a couple months ago, and so far I have only received Volume 1 in my last manga haul, and then now I have Volume 3. Because of the popularity of the series, it has been out of stock everywhere and pretty hard to find, so I'm just kind of waiting it out till I get all the volumes through Right Stuf. And yeah, I'm pretty happy to have another volume of Goodnight Pum Pum in my collection. Alright, so next up we have the second volume of a series that I recently picked up, and that is Ikigami, The Ultimate Limit. I did pick up the first volume of this in my last manga haul. I still haven't read it, but I'm excited to get into it. I went ahead and picked up Volume 2 because it was in stock when I was making this order. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into this series as well. Alright, and next up we have Volume 4 of My Dress Up Darling. If you guys did watch my last reading log, you guys know I read the first volume of this series and really loved it. So I am excited to have the latest volume of My Dress Up Darling so I can keep reading it. And now I'm up to date with all of the releases, so that's really exciting. Alright, so next up, I did pick up some more volumes of Fly Me to the Moon. This is volume 4, volume 5, and volume 6. So yeah, that pretty much puts me up to date with this series. And even though I haven't read the first 3 volumes yet, I'm excited to get into it nonetheless. Alright, so the rest of the volumes in this box are all Shonen Jump titles, which I'm really excited to get into. The first of which being Undead Unluck Volume 2. I really enjoyed Volume 1 of the series. This is a pretty new Shonen Jump title, so I'm super excited to get into this second volume. And I will definitely be making a 3-volume rule video on this series once Volume 3 comes out. But yeah, Undead Unluck, super creative action, and really memorable characters so far. So yeah, definitely check it out if you guys are big shonen fans. Alright, so next up we have Volume 13 of Platinum End. I have been waiting for this volume for months at this point. I think the last volume of Platinum End actually came out in like January or February. So it has been a while. Honestly, I am gonna read this volume, and then there is supposed to be a 14th volume that concludes the series, but I think I'm honestly gonna read the ending on the Shonen Jump app because I'm not gonna be able to wait any longer for these to come out. I'll still pick up volume 14 when it does end up coming out. Either way, I am excited to finally read some more Platinum End. This is from the same mangakas that made Death Note, and it is getting an anime soon, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, that is Platinum End. Here's the cover and the spine and the back. Alright, and next up we actually have some more volumes of D. Gray Man. So right here I have volume 20, 21, 26, and 27. Volume 27 actually did come out this month, so this is a brand new volume in the series. I know that this series has been experiencing some hiatus, and now they only release like 4 chapters a year or something like that, so it is a pretty slow release for these volumes. But D. Gray Man is a shonen series that I have been collecting and kind of waiting till I collect the entire thing so I can actually start binging it. So yeah, I haven't read it, but from what I have seen, it looks like something that I am really gonna enjoy. The artwork looks amazing. So yeah, I'm excited to get some more D. Gray Man volumes. I think at this point I only need like 4 or 5 more volumes to complete my set. And when I do, I will get on to reading it. So I am pretty excited about that. Alright, and next up we have volume 4 of Slam Dunk. You guys might know that I do have the first 3 volumes of Slam Dunk, and while this is a pretty long series, I'm gonna kind of be collecting this series slowly as I see the volumes. But yeah, I kind of picked up volume 4 just because I did see it in stock on Right Stuff. So yeah, a lot of people do consider Slam Dunk to be one of the greatest sports manga of all time. So I am excited to have another volume of this series in my collection. And yeah. Alright, so next up we have some more volumes of Astra Lost in Space. This series is actually only 5 volumes long, and I did pick up volume 1 I believe last month, and while I haven't read it, I have heard a lot of good things. Actually, one of my best friends has read the entire series recently on the Shonen Jump app, and he was telling me that it was a really amazing series. So I went ahead and picked up the next 3 volumes, and I didn't pick up volume 5 on Right Stuff because it was out of stock, so hopefully I can find that in the wild somewhere. But yeah, let me show you guys the covers for these. This one is volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4. Alright, and so for the last volume of manga that I have in this box, we have the first volume of Mashle. This is a brand new Shonen Jump title, and I am super excited to get into it as I've heard a lot of hype surrounding this series. A lot of people do compare this to One Punch Man and say that it also mixes elements of like Harry Potter and Black Clover and just a bunch of other things. But from what I can tell about this manga, it is about our main character who can't use magic in a world where everybody uses magic, but he just uses his strength and muscles to battle in this world. I did hear that it is a really good blend of comedy and action. So yeah, I'm excited to have a brand new Shonen Jump title in my collection. I also really love the cover art of this and just the whole aesthetic of this volume. I think it looks super unique and I can't wait to see the other covers as the volumes come out. So that pretty much does it for this box in my July manga haul. So let's get on to the next part of the video. All right guys, and we are back. So like I said before, I do have another package to unbox here, and it's also from Right Stuf, very specifically the Right Stuf summer birthday sale, which I was a little disappointed by. There were some things that I was hoping that would go on sale that didn't, but I did end up getting 2 series that I am pretty excited to unbox here. So let's get into it. All right, so the package is open. This package is in a little bit of rough shape, so hopefully everything is okay inside. But usually Right Stuf does package their manga pretty well, so hopefully there's nothing wrong with these volumes of manga. All right, so like I said, there are 2 series in this Right Stuf package, and the first of which is Future Diary. Now, I have heard great things about this series. From what I understand, it is like a psychological thriller, and you guys know I am really into that genre of manga, so I'm pretty excited to get into this one. I did also hear that a lot of people compare Platinum End to Future Diary, and I do really enjoy Platinum End, so I think I'm gonna definitely enjoy this series. This is also printed by Tokyo Pop, which I think did go out of business for a bit, but they are still publishing manga, and I guess these Future Diary volumes are still in production by them. The only sad part is that I did not get volume 6 in this package, as for some reason volume 6 shows as no longer available on Right Stuf's website, but I did see a post on Reddit saying that that is actually a mistake on Right Stuf's part, and they will be restocking volume 6 soon, so hopefully I can get that volume soon. But for now, I have the entire series here, volumes 1 through 10, except for, like I said, volume 6. So yeah, I am looking forward to checking the series out, and I am pretty impressed by the quality of these volumes. They feel really nice and really premium, actually. They got a nice weight to them, so I did not expect that from Tokyo Pop, but I am pretty excited, and yeah. All right, and then the next series that I have in this box is one that I am super excited for, and that is another series by Hiroya Oku, the creator of Gantz, and that is Inuyashiki. Now, I have heard a lot of amazing things about this series. From what I understand, this is a series about this old man, which is a pretty interesting main character. You don't really see a lot of older age people as the main character in manga, so that's pretty interesting to me. And then it also follows this character right here, who is a younger character who I believe is the main villain of the story. So they are both cyborgs or something, or they have some crazy prosthetics. I just realized I showed that one upside down, but yeah, they are like cyborgs or robots, and they have some crazy abilities, and the old man uses his abilities for good while the younger guy uses them for evil. So pretty interesting concept there. I heard that this gets really crazy, as expected from Hiroya Oku, and yeah, super excited for this series. These volumes are super nice quality, and the spines and just the color scheme of this series is super pleasing to look at. The only unfortunate thing is that volumes 9 and 10 were out of stock when I did make my order, but I did order them, so they should be coming at some point in the future whenever they do restock. But nonetheless, I am very excited to have this series in my collection and kind of add on to my Hiroya Oku section of my collection. All right, so next up, let me show you guys some of the manga that I did pick up during my first manga shopping with the squad video. Definitely watch that video if you guys haven't already. I had a super fun time making it with my friends, and there are a lot of funny moments sprinkled throughout. If you guys are interested to see how I picked up all these volumes of manga, then definitely check that video out. But to start off, I did also get the first 3 volumes of Gigant. So this series is also by Hiroya Oku, the creator of Gantz, and this is his currently ongoing series. And yeah, the premise of this is super crazy. My friend read the first volume and really enjoyed it. As you guys may have seen from that video, his favorite series is Gantz, so he was telling me that I should definitely check out Gigant. So I picked it up, and I may or may not be making a 3-volume rule video on the series with my friend Garo. So I'm pretty excited to talk to you guys about this series and let you know my thoughts on it. So that is Gigant volumes 1, 2, and 3. I did also pick up the first omnibus of High Rise Invasion. Still haven't read it, but I am excited to check the series out. It was also a big recommendation from Garo, and this seems to be kind of like a survival horror type of series. So I am pretty interested in this, and the story of this series was written by the original story writer of Ajin. So I'm pretty excited about that because, as you guys saw from my 3-volume rule video about Ajin, I did really enjoy that series. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into High Rise Invasion. Next up, we have I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. This is a one-shot series, and from the back of this volume, it does say it is a bittersweet romance. I'm looking forward to reading this. You guys know that I like my romance series, and I do like my more serious series, so hopefully I can get something out of this. I'm expecting maybe something similar to Solanin, maybe. I have no idea, but I'm excited to get into this one as well. Next up, we have a series that needs no introduction, and that is Jujutsu Kaisen. So I did pick up volumes 1 and volume 3. As you guys know, this is a super popular Shonen Jump series that is currently ongoing. I still haven't watched the anime, but it's been on my list ever since it did come out. But I have been reading a lot of manga lately, so I figured that I would get the manga instead. Hopefully I can find volume 2 and maybe do a 3-volume rule video on this series. I'm excited to see what all of the hype is about, and I'm sure that I'm gonna really enjoy this because I do like my battle shonens, especially ones that have a little bit of a darker twist to them. So I am super excited to have JJK in my collection. Next up, we have the first volume of Hide and Closer. This is from the same mangaka of Zom 100, which I really enjoy that series. So I did pick this up. Hopefully I will enjoy this. I haven't read it yet, but I do know that this is a little bit of an older series. But yeah, it seems pretty interesting from the cover and just the whole aesthetic of it. And like I said, it's from the writer of Zom 100, so I'm sure it's gonna be good. Next up, we have the first volume of Witch Hat Atelier. This was a series recommended by Nash, who was also in the manga shopping video. And I am super excited to get into the series as the artwork looks absolutely fantastic. Like, let me show you guys just some of the panels in this. It looks so beautiful. But yeah, all of the art in this just looks like a painting. So I'm super excited to read it and just check the series out. I do hear a lot of great things about it. So yeah, picked up volume 1, and you guys will know my opinion on this series once I do read it and talk about it in a future reading log. So yeah, that is volume 1 of Witch Hat Atelier. So next up is a series that I'm sure a lot of you guys are excited that I finally have in my collection. And big thanks to my friend Jared, who helped me out in my other manga shopping video that I did recently. He got me the first volume of Vinland Saga. Now, like I said, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already read this series, as it is one of the most highly regarded manga series out there. I did also get volume 2 as well, and you guys can see that in my second manga shopping with the squad video that I did recently with my friend Jared, like I said. And yeah, I'm excited to get into this series. It is about Vikings, and that's pretty much all I know about it. These hardcovers are amazing quality, and yeah, I'm just super hyped to finally read Vinland Saga. Next up, we do have another historical series, and that one is Golden Kamui. So like I said, this is a historical seinen series. I did hear that this one does mix a lot of different genres together. So there's action, there's comedy. I did even hear that there's some really in-depth cooking and survival aspects in this series. So I'm super excited to finally get into this, as it does get a lot of hype in the community. And yeah, I will let you guys know what I think of this once I do read it. All right, next up we have volumes 1, 3, and 8 of Fire Punch. Now, if you guys don't know about this series, this is actually from the same mangaka of Chainsaw Man, which if you guys saw my last reading log, you guys would know that Chainsaw Man was my manga of the month. And yeah, I am super excited to get into this series. I did read the first volume of Fire Punch, so you guys will know my thoughts on it in the upcoming reading log that I have. But just know that this series is absolutely insane. This series is definitely meant for older audiences, but you can really tell that it is written by Tatsuki Fujimoto. Like I said, the same writer of Chainsaw Man. As yeah, he has just an amazing ability to create a super unique story and world, and just the characters and dialogue are all amazing. So yeah, I'm excited to have this series in my collection. Right now I do have kind of random volumes. I hope to get volume 2 soon, and maybe do a 3-volume rule on this series. So yeah, pretty excited to have Fire Punch in my collection. All right, and next up we have a volume that you're not gonna find in any stores. This is only available on Amazon, and it is technically a manga, but it is an American manga, and that is Dog Ningen. If you know, you know about this series. This is definitely not for everyone. It is a very mature story, but also it's kind of really a parody of just manga tropes and manga in general. But honestly, I do really enjoy this series. I think it's hilarious. And while there are a lot of messed up things that happen in this story, it should be noted that the creator has stated that this isn't meant to promote any of those disturbing and messed up things at all. It's more or less just a very edgy series. So like I said, not for everyone, but I did really enjoy the first volume of this, and I have read most of the chapters of the series online. So yeah, we'll definitely be picking these up just to support the author and the artist too, who, while isn't like the best artist of all time or anything with manga or just graphic literature, he has been improving a lot, as I've noticed. So yeah, super excited to have volume 2 of Dog Ningen. Next up, we have volumes 1 and 2 of Doubt. This is, from what I understand, a killing game type of series, a psychological thriller, which you guys know I really like my psychological thriller manga, and this is the entire series here. So what I think I'm gonna do is, the next time I have a lot of free time on my hands, I do want to possibly binge this entire series in one sitting, or at least 2 sittings. And yeah, I'm excited to get into Doubt. I do hear a lot of great things about this manga, so yeah. Alright, so next up we have the first volume of Dorohedoro. This is a series that gets a lot of hype in the community, and I'm glad to have finally picked up the first volume of this. The art style is super gritty, and I just absolutely love it. And I am really intrigued with the world that the story creates. I have already read this first volume, and you guys will get my full thoughts on it in my upcoming reading log. But yeah, just excited to have this series in my collection. Hopefully I can find volume 2 soon, as it seems to be out of stock everywhere. But yeah, that is Dorohedoro. All right, next up is a series that you guys probably know that I absolutely love, and I've been slowly but surely collecting all of the volumes of, and that is Hunter x Hunter. So right here I have volume 4 of Hunter x Hunter and then volume 8. So at this point I am well over the halfway mark of collecting all of the series. I think I might only need like maybe 10 volumes or something around that mark to complete my set of the series. And I did already watch all of the anime for Hunter x Hunter, as well as read everything that's past the anime, but I haven't read this whole early portion of the story in manga format. So what I'm planning on doing once I complete my entire set of Hunter x Hunter, I do want to do a full read through of the manga, as like I said, this is one of my favorite series of all time, quite possibly my favorite anime ever, and I want to have an updated opinion on it with the manga and having read all of it. So yeah, Hunter x Hunter, definitely a staple in my collection, and I can't wait to collect more volumes of this. All right, and next up, we do have yet another series that I have been collecting and slowly getting all of the volumes, but now I am 100% up to date with this series, which is super exciting. You guys know that I've said in the past that this series is criminally underrated, and that is Twin Star Exorcists. So right here I have volumes 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So I am absolutely excited to finally have more volumes of this in my collection. I did read volumes 1 through 9 and then stopped because it was the end of an arc, and I didn't want to continue reading until I had the whole up-to-date set of this manga in my collection. So let me show you guys some of the covers of this, as yeah, the artwork and just the cover arts of the series are fantastic, as you can see. I don't know many of the characters on this, as they seem to be some new characters in the series that I haven't been introduced to yet, but like I said, I am planning to finally catch up with Twin Star Exorcist this month. So I am just absolutely excited. I hear that the series only gets better even after the point that I have read, which is saying something because I did really enjoy the first 9 volumes of this series. So yeah, that is Twin Star Exorcists. Alright, so next up is a series that originally was published in the Shonen Jump magazine, and that is Act Age. Now this series was canceled at only 2 volumes in the United States. I did pick these up because they are going to be a really rare commodity, and I did manage to find both volumes for under retail. So I am planning on maybe holding on to these and selling them in the future, but I will give them a read because I did hear that this series is a really good series. So we'll see what I eventually end up doing with this series. But yeah, that is Act Age, volumes 1 and 2. All right, and next up we have the first 4 volumes of Nisekoi. So this is yet another romantic comedy series in my collection, and I don't know if this is like a harem or anything like that, but I did hear a lot of good things about this. I've heard that it's something that I will probably enjoy, and I do like the premise of it. I do believe that the main character is like the son of a Yakuza member or comes from like a Yakuza background in his family. And basically when he was a kid, he had a locket and he met a girl who had a key to it, and now that he's older, he wants to find out who that girl was, and he meets a bunch of girls who all have keys. So yeah, I don't know if that's the exact premise of it, but I am really excited to get into it. I did hear that this series does get really spicy with the drama and just all of the romance and just the different things that happen in this. So with that being said, I am really looking forward to getting into the series. So yeah, moving on to the next volume of manga and that I picked up for this haul, I do have the first volume of Battle Angel Alita. As you guys may know, this is a classic cyberpunk sci-fi series. They did make a live-action movie adaptation which brought a lot of popularity onto this series, and while I haven't seen that movie, I am really interested to get into this manga. This is actually a brand new printing of Battle Angel Alita in a smaller paperback format, as you can find this series in these oversized deluxe hardcovers. And I figured instead of going for the box set or just going for the single hardcover volumes, I do kind of want to collect these as they come out in the paperbacks. I do really like the look and feel of these, and the price point is definitely a lot better for me. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into the series as I do hear a lot of hype around it. All right, and next up we have something that is actually not manga. These are light novels, and this is the first light novel series that I have picked up, and that is Classroom of the Elite. From what I understand, this is a psychological thriller light novel, and it has to do with like moving up the ranks in your school class or something like that. I don't know too much. I have read a little bit of this so far, but not enough to really know the full extent of the premise or anything. But I am enjoying it so far. It is quite a different feel for me as I'm not used to reading light novels, but it is a really nice change of pace. So I did, like I said, get volume 1, and then I also got volume 2 after I started reading this one, because like I said, I am really enjoying it so far. So I did decide that I do want to collect this series, and I've also heard a lot of amazing praise on this series. I hear that the main character goes through some really awesome character development and stuff like that. So yeah, Classroom of the Elite. Next up, we have another single volume of The Flowers of Evil. As you guys know, I absolutely love this series. In my opinion, this is a 10 out of 10 series. And I did mention that in one of my previous reading logs where I did name The Flowers of Evil my manga of the month. I also recently did a video with my boy Laugh Now Die Later, so shout out to him. Yeah, we did talk about The Flowers of Evil in that video. So if you have read this series, definitely check that video out so you can know my full spoiler-filled thoughts on this series. But if you haven't read it, definitely read it before watching that video, as like I said, I do talk about some spoilers and stuff like that. But yeah, The Flowers of Evil in the singles, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to collect this entire set of the singles. You guys know I already have the full omnibuses of this, and I do have one other single volume of this, but yeah, I found this for a great price, so that's why I picked it up, and maybe one day I will complete the singles of this. And this isn't something I would normally do with a lot of manga. You know that this is a series that I absolutely love to pick it up in a second format, but nonetheless, I am excited to own volume 2 of the singles of Flowers of Evil. Next up, we have another series that was gifted to me by Jared. Shoutouts to you, and that is Naruto volumes 1 and 2. I did mention before that I have no plans to collect this series, but I am glad to have these in my collection, as I do plan on reading Naruto at some point in the future. But for now, glad to have these volumes. They were extras that he had, so I gladly took them. And if I do ever plan on collecting the series, it will be in the box sets. So yeah, Naruto volumes 1 and 2. As you guys did see earlier in this video, I did get volumes 2 through 4 of Astro Lost in Space, and then now I have volume 5. So this completes my set of the series. I do plan on binging this series, hopefully this month, and trying it out. I'm really interested in this volume and as to why it's so thick compared to like a normal Shonen Jump volume. Like, let me show you this comparison right here to like just like a volume of Twin Star Exorcist. Yeah, this volume 5 is super thick, but it is kind of cool to have. But yeah, I'm excited to have this full set of Astra, and I'm going in really blind on this series. I don't know what to expect, so hopefully I will read this in the next month and let you guys know my thoughts on it. All right, so next up we have a series that is definitely a nasty man manga, and that is Parallel Paradise. Now, I did read the first volume of this, and when I read it, I decided, you know what, I gotta do the 3-volume rule on this series. Not to say that I am planning on doing a video on it, just a personal 3-volume rule for this, but I did also get the 4th volume, so now I have volumes 1 through 4 of Parallel Paradise. The only reason I got the 4th one is because it was just at my local store, so we'll see how I feel about this series after the 4th volume. This is from the same writer of Elfen Lied, but this is a completely different vibe of story, as it is very fan service heavy. And while there is some darker aspects of it, you're really getting into this because of the fan service. So that's Parallel Paradise. So next up, we have a series that I only recently found out about, and that is The Witch and the Beast. So I did find out about the series through one of my subscribers on Instagram, and we were talking about this. They had posted some pictures of the artwork and stuff on their story, and when I saw it, I was like, whoa, like what is that series? And yeah, they told me it was The Witch and the Beast. So I picked this up on their recommendation, and I am really excited to get into it. Like I said, the art is absolutely stunning on the series. And yeah, like I said, I don't really know much about it. It seems to be kind of like a fantasy or like a dark fantasy type of story. So yeah, all right guys, almost done. We just have a few more manga to talk about. I know that this video has been crazy with the amount of manga, but next up we have some volumes of Black Clover. So right here I do have volumes 1 through 6 of Black Clover, and then random volume 21. So I did get the first 5 volumes and then the volume 21 in a local offer up deal, where I got this series for an amazing steal. As I have been really interested in checking the series out. I am a big fan of fantasy stories, and this seems to be kind of just like a typical battle shonen set in a fantasy world. But honestly, I think that I'm gonna really enjoy this. I do hear some mixed things on this series, but mostly positive in terms of the manga. I did also pick up volume 6 separately. But yeah, Black Clover, really interested to get into the series and finally see what all of the hype is about. Alright guys, and the last volume of manga that I have to show for this manga haul is the 6th volume of Chainsaw Man. I got this volume pretty early, but by the time this video is out, it will be fully available to purchase. And yeah, as you guys know, I already read all of Chainsaw Man, but I am collecting these volumes as they come out, and I can't wait to have that full set of Chainsaw Man. I know that it is really hard to pick up this series right now, as a lot of the volumes are out of stock and people are reselling them for crazy prices. Definitely don't pay those prices, as they will come back in stock. I promise. This series is insanely popular, so they will get reprinted soon. But I am super glad to have volume 6 of Chainsaw Man with quite possibly Best Girl on the cover, and on the back, I don't know, is that a controversial take? I don't know, let me know in the comments guys. But yeah, Chainsaw Man, super glad to have volume 6. And to end off the video, I do have 2 more books to show you that are not manga. Honestly, they're not really even manga related, they're more video game related, but I did want to show these off in this video, and they are from one of my favorite character designers ever. These are 2 art books, and they are from Shigenori Sawajima. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but he is known for doing all of the art for the Persona series of video games. So I do have his works from 2004 to 2010 with Aegis on the cover. If you guys do know the Persona series of games, and if not, then yeah, it's just one of my favorite gaming series of all time. The art is absolutely incredible, and I love all of the character designs. So when these art books were announced, I just had to pre-order them. I did also get his works from 2010 to 2017. These books also do contain some interviews and stuff like that, which I'm excited to read and just learn more about this artist. Yeah, the art is absolutely insane. This one has some art from Persona 5, which is easily one of the best JRPG games ever. You guys know I use a lot of the music from Persona 5 in my channel, so I am really glad to add these art books into my collection. And with that, that does it for my July 2021 manga haul. I know that this video is probably gonna end up being a super long one for my channel because I did have a ton of manga to get through, but I hope you guys did enjoy it. I don't think I will be getting this much manga in any future hauls anytime soon, but I am super happy with all of the pickups I made in this month, and I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did enjoy it, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure to let me know in the comments what you guys picked up in the month of July, and also let me know if you guys have read any of the series that I talked about today. Let me know your opinions in the comments. If you guys do enjoy my content, then consider hitting that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a brand new video. All of my social media links are in the description below for Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter as well. I have been trying to be a little bit more active on TikTok, so definitely check that out. And with that all out of the way, that does it for today's video. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.